What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of trying to reach the top 1000 in the Hunter Classic. And as you can see, we're starting off with a very good looking whitetail buck here. 170 to 215 score estimate. Absolute giant. Now you could see if you zoom in again a little bit, you can see like a few stickers popping out. I can't really see it anymore, but there's a few stickers, so that's kind of unfortunate. And here he is trotting in. Now you can see it again. There is definitely two stickers that you can obviously tell, at least from this distance, which is a little bit unfortunate. A little bit of unevenness as well in there, but still a very good looking one. And surprisingly enough, not that heavy of a weight estimate, 70 to 85 kilograms. I mean, usually a max weight track is 85 to 100, so if I saw this weight, I probably wouldn't even have tracked it down. But yeah, 82, so definitely the higher end, but sadly enough, 178 scoring. It's still definitely a very good whitetail buck. I mean, they do really not get a lot bigger than this, at least not, normally. But yeah, you can see it again, there's definitely a few stickers and unevenness, so there's definitely a lot of subtractions, and the actual score without subtractions would have been a lot higher, but not a bad start at all. Going from a huge whitetail buck to just, I don't know, whatever this is, a ducked out bobcat, just running in circles and, dropped it there. I was actually just expecting to miss my shot and then running off, but surprisingly enough, I did hit it. So, maybe playing shooter games all my life maybe helped here, but yeah, small score, but I don't know what happened to the bobcat. It just was kind of bugging out when I was calling it in. Still take it though. Got a decent sized feral log coming in. I mean, looking at the teeth there, it's definitely going to be decent. The score summit actually is not that high, up to 870, but it's definitely going to be scoring towards the higher end of that. And right there in front is just a smaller one I shot earlier. But yeah, just obviously going for the brain shot here. I feel like that's kind of the go-to for feral hogs. You usually don't go for lung or hard shots. You can go for hard shots, but I think it's a lot more difficult than the brain. But yeah, going for lung shot was kind of iffy because you don't really insta-drop in, so it's kind of, unfortunate. And this hog right here, 666 scoring. Questionable score, I would say, a little spooky there. But yeah, as I said, definitely on the higher end of the score estimate at 834, which does make it actually a pretty good hog considering its score estimate. And we actually got a pretty good bobcat over here, 7 to 10 score estimate, as well as the higher weight estimate, like the 10 to 25, because obviously they can technically have, pretty sure they can start at like 0, which doesn't make sense, but yeah, just a smaller score estimate. And I actually didn't insta drop it, but it's a little hard to tell, but it actually just dropped right back there, so not a bad shot I think at the end. And yeah, hopefully it's a pretty good bobcat, because I usually don't hunt them that much, I do have to say. Alright, and here is our bobcat. Hopefully it's going to score towards the higher end here, towards the 10, but decent weight actually, 18.8, but 8.88 score here. Kind of a weird number. There are so many 8s in the weight and the score, but 120 GM, which is actually a hell of a lot for a single animal. But I guess they are quite a bit rarer and harder to find / hunt than most animals, so I guess it's fair. And the main reason why I even came to Loggers Point is from Mule Deer. Still looking for that non-typical to finish off the trio. And we have a very good looking Mule Deer buck coming in right here. Not quite the non-typical I'm looking for, but a very good score, 100 to 200, which is, considering its size, I feel like quite the low score estimate. I definitely would have expected this one to be one that goes up to like the 215, 240s. And yeah, in the background there's just this pretty small guy coming in, and I don't really mind if he spooks, he's not really a priority for me. And yeah, collecting this guy a very clean weight at 100.0 and 194 score, which is a really good score. That's nearly maxed out on the score estimate since it only went up to 200. So very happy with this guy, as well as a little bit over 90 GM as well, making a lot of that as well. But another pretty decent wild type buck coming in. Now up to 175, so definitely not a huge one like the one before. But I'm going for quite a long distance shot on it, I guess, because as you could see, there's this white-tailed doe coming in right there, which either would have spooked the buck when it's running away, or when I shoot the doe, it would have spooked the buck, the crossbow. but definitely a bit more riskier that shot using the 10-point fusion instead of the reverse throw crossbow, because obviously the furthest point you can use with this is 40 meters, and after that it's just, you know, a little bit of a guessing game. A nice little double long shot, 145 score. It's not too bad for a whitetail, but you know, obviously this is nothing too huge. And there's a small little rabbit running away, but couldn't get a shot on that guy, sadly. And I was actually calling in this feral hog, and it just went to sleep right in front of me. I mean, it was trotting in pretty much exactly until like these 20 meters. I was even getting ready to kind of line up my shot, and it just decided, nope, I'm gonna take a nap. But yeah, decent scores to it, up to 930, so nothing too crazy. And you see, I got my crossbow out, like I was getting ready for this thing to start, charging at me or running away like immediately once I got this close. But it's just, in a deep slumber. I mean, this is what Sleeping Beauty, it's just, not moving. Went for a brain shot, kind of missed it. Actually, at first I thought this would knock me out, and obviously I didn't bring any medikits, first aid packs, because I mean, we're playing Longest Point. Didn't think you'd need them. This is not the Halloweeny one, but yeah, long shot, so not bad. Found this guy pretty fast. I mean, obviously it was a long shot, so it didn't survive for too long. A minute and 23 seconds here. And 838 score, so nearly the exact same as the last feral hog we had, but both of them obviously not too bad. Still looking for like a 1200, but that's far in the future. Now obviously it's a little hard to see here for the grass, but there's actually a somewhat decent sized whitetail buck coming in. This one only 90 to 135, so obviously not too great, and you could hear something running away there in the background, but that was just a doe. And actually got a level up on that, on the carbon fusion here. Not bad at all, level 14. Obviously it maxes out at level 20. But I'm not even sure if I would get level 20 for 1,000 harvests. Only 120 scores, so definitely here on the lower end. But they do still pay pretty decent GM here at 60 GM. And yeah, tried to maybe find a rabbit, but actually spotted these mule deer here in the background. Not too bad, so we will actually be hunting those next. Now here the mule deer we just saw in the background, called them in, and it's a pretty big herd of them, I think. I'm not sure how you would classify them. I think it's a herd, decent scores, but this one here on the right, it's kind of like behind this ridge is the one with the highest scores, but by far actually, I mean up to 235. But looking at the size of its antlers, I definitely believe this one is maybe not even the biggest one, but I decided why not just go for it. It has the highest score estimate, so I didn't want to risk like losing out on a decent one and a good weight estimate as well, and obviously the rest running away here. But yeah, I'm gonna go hunt a few more of them, which I'm not gonna show because there's not much point to them. None of them are really too huge, but just going for one here is not too bad. And yeah, they're kind of just split up, going 3 different directions, so that was a little bit unfortunate. Heavyweight and decent score, 161. This is not too great for a mule deer buck, but not bad at all. And 75 GM as well. We're making actually a lot of GM this hunt. I think in total, I think it was like 1500 just in this single hunt alone, so really nice. And here again, it's behind the grass, so it's hard to see, but there actually is a decent sized buck back there. This one I'm pretty sure 115 to 160, it's the second biggest so far, and honestly right there I was kind of surprised it didn't drop. I thought for sure that was somewhere at least in a signal lung. It was something that ran away, but honestly I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, checked out the track, and it's only in Tesson, so I guess I shot a little bit too far back, but yeah, I'm surprised. Now, tracking this guy down has been an absolute pain. I mean, you can see up there's like a bunch of tracks in the same place, and it's because I think it was really different kind of like age tracks, like from when exactly he was there. It's just an absolute pain, this one. But yeah, Indian Teston only, so pretty far back, 142 score, 75 GM. But yeah, it was actually the last kill of the video, so let's head to the launcher and check out how much hunter score we've gained. Now we are going to be ending today's episode rank 2213, which means we've only gained 7 ranks. It is getting a little harder now to progress here on the leaderboard, I guess. But yeah, we are also ending on 23,065 hunter score, which means we've gained 72 hunter score overall, which I guess does explain the low rank a little bit more. It's definitely in the lower side of things, not quite, 90 or 100 like most of the time. But yes, I said I don't have too much time, but yeah, we're still looking for the non-typical mule deer. We'll definitely get that eventually. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye bye.